I'm a bit weird out with this highway push-up pick here because like the Xbox is. That's the thing, you know, like EVOS esports has been known to pull off some really funky strats here. I remember in the first week itself, like the first game against GeekFam, like who would have thought EVOS won that? Like GeekFam had in the bag, they bring all crystal, and a wow, oh dear Bambi, you know, just taking down the crystal all by himself, and hence gotten the name Bambi and the Chocolate Factory. I'm not even joking, like it was real, that was legit.
Alright. Bambi and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, he was the MVP of the team, and the rest of the team was just chocolate bronze, and they still won the game. And I'm like, wow.
Oh, well, because of their page. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out where that came from exactly. Like, where did that? I know the reference, but I just can't put my finger on it. But yeah, coming back into this game, you can see Xbox is dealing with a dual lane of his own, so he's not going to be able to have as much control as he wants to. Not to mention that Carrie is going to be chunking him for the most part of the game, considering that she herself, what emblems did she take? Looks like it's going to be the Bounty Hunter. Didn't want to take the Electro Flash, which is pretty interesting.
Okay, speaking of which, we have a switch up here coming from Bax's eSport. Lexit will be playing the Xbox, whereas Scott will be playing the Diggy for himself here. Scott has been in the leaderboards on the local servers for quite some time, at least in the tank role department, so he's been very comfortable in terms of playing tanks here. So Axis Esports does have a lot of players with multi-roles here.
Yeah, but I think for the most part, it's going to be okay. Level 4 hit by Rin so quickly. Thankfully, I mean, what a mask is...
Thankfully?
I mean, what a mask is like... It's
just pro players! They're pro players!
It's just a great item. Like, it's so frustrating to see, considering that, you know, your other supports and tankers are going to be down a level, but I think overall it's just so worth it to hit your main mages that level 4 as quickly as possible.
But speaking of which here, Bambi does have the level 4 as well to cushion. They're looking for a couple of easy targets here, but is the Diggy the best target possible? Because, you know, like, if you kill him off, he's just going to respawn on spot, which is, like, not that much of a space being created here. However, EVOS, they're getting burned out from Laxin here, taking a lot of damage from the side of the carry.
Nah, I don't think it's going to work, but Long is actually going to take quite a bit of damage. Not going to immediately commit to the fight. Rin going in with Starter Moon's Fall is not going to be enough. The rest of the team, they don't want to go for this engagement. A lot of ultimates have been used, and they can't guarantee that they win the fight.
Oh, you can see Scott going to be regrouping his teammates here. Very close to that time journey here, but the first turtle is going to be up for contestment as of now.
Wait, hold on. Looks like they do want to contest it. The rest of the team kind of backs off. Ooh, Evil X. The moment he starts charging up, everyone's like, all right, let's take a step back for it. Just a moment.
Now playing a little bit safe here from the side of EVOS Esports here, making sure they hit those timings out here. They want to make sure Potato doesn't get contested here at the same time.
Yeah, Lasset, he's just going to have to back away. Rin, he comes in with the ultimate, not going to hit too much. Or, completely
Oh, I like this.
Airball.
I like this play here from EVOS.
Can they get the kick? I think the most important thing is if Seoul gets a kick, they might be able to go for the dive on the bot side of the map, but EVOS is going to take away the buff. 1 HP left. All right, no big deal. No big deal.
Okay, all is good. All is well, my friend. All is well.
All right, they just kind of have to slow down and breathe. Slow down and breathe. But I don't think Axis Esports wants that. They want to get a little bit more aggressive. However, the composition doesn't really let them to be that hyper aggressive.
But that's the thing, idiot. Like just by that play from Odin Bambi here, you can tell how tense EVOS Esports are right now in this game.
Wait a minute. I think tensions might just break here. They're gonna push them out with the D.
Outside though.
Arm bomb. Top.
System from Wallet just immediately aiming on towards the creep itself here, so a little bit of a misplace there, but because of that they will lose his life here. But overall in general, 1v1 1-for-1 trade off is not too shabby.
Yeah, Evelix taking a lot of damage from Potato. I mean, the Phantom Steps are coming through, and he is slowly building up. I actually kind of want to see his item. How far ahead is he compared to the competition? But Lasset, he's just going to, zone out the enemy for now. He wants to build up that gauge. Fire Sticks do come through. Doesn't land just yet, but the fire missiles, again, being an extremely annoying ability, pushes away the Akai.
Speaking of which, Laxi has been doing a fantastic job buying enough time here. Same goes for Scott as well on the Diggy here. So Axis Esports has been playing the space creation kind of strategy, despite having losing the economy here, but they're just keeping EVOS Esports in check somehow.
And for the most part,
they see him. They see him.
Definitely see him. And they still get the catch. Not enough. Babby goes in for the dive. Is there going to be enough? Lung, 1 HP, survives the entire burst, while the rest of the team of Axis Esports is going to be trying to knock on death's door. EVOS Esports, they make it out just ever so slightly, trading only one person for absolutely nothing. This is so good for Axis Esports.
Lexit in some trouble. He's going to get paid with his life just like that here, but you saw how Lung dodged the last second of the Gushin daggers here. That was a sick play from Long. Dodging that returns the favor. Goodbye, Bambi. You are no longer making some chocolates today.
Oh, great play, great play. I mean, overall, just having that Rondo on cooldown at all times. For any bad situations, I'm just going to dash out of it. He has to hold it up, and he needs to get those resets as much as possible.
But speaking of which, right now, EVOS Esports, they want to deny the buffs away from Rid here, because if the Esperanza doesn't have buff here, he's just not going to come overnight.
The Rhapsody is going to come through. It's not going to deal too much damage. He hasn't got the items just yet. EVOS gets chunked a little bit, but they're going to move away.
Turtle resurrected.
How are they going to do this, though? Like, I'm concerned here. Like, Access Esports, they know that they're buying a lot of space here, but they're just losing in terms of economy just because of this Grok is just being a huge user. Same goes for Akai as well. And they can't seem to buy enough space for the team.
I mean, they're kind of giving up a lot of these objectives over to EVOS Esports because they're failing to get these big engages. Like, they're looking for the counter engage more so than actively going for a hard engage on the enemy team. And even when they do find the right conditions, they just can't get the catch.
EVOX is just struggling to find those pickoffs with the Tyrant's reach as well. I feel like Kufra is just falling off in this meta in general, the hero itself.
I mean, he has its uses, but, you know, it's so situational on the map.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, Lasset's going to be
Laxit.
going down. Wild Charge does come through. Guardian Fire is going to be enough. Lasset 1 HP, 1,000 pounder from JPL is going to be enough. He comes in with a Hurricane Dance. Ace, he has to take the damage from the rest of the rest of the team is coming through. Potato, can he kite this one out? He's popped his ultimate, and now he's chasing Evil X down. That passive is cutting him like butter. He's going to keep on going, and the rest come through. Oh, dear, Bam, he picks up 2 kills for himself with an amazing Shadowblade Slaughter. Landing on absolutely everyone, cutting through 2 members. Oh, well played. Soul left uncontested for the most part. Picks up an inhibitor turret. Axis have taken a fight that
Mistakes were made, Gideon. Like, oh, the follow-ups was just not on point. Laxi getting picked off here. I don't know. I feel like the export on Laxi is just not working out coming from Axis Esports. Like, Scott is definitely playing way much better in that regards.
I mean, he's kind of struggling here. Like, every time he looks to build up that gauge, looks for that great, oh, I'm going to turn this around with my last insanity. He does not find it. He's getting chunked out way too many times by the passive from carry. Oh, so.
But you definitely have to give up credit to his ace though. Like, the Grok was just on fire. He's always catching Lexing off guard so many times. The barrier was just on point as well. And Lexing was just struggling in most of the C fights. And you can see that this X1 is just not kicking off in this game for Lexing.
Yeah, it really isn't. And it's pretty evident with the gold lead now in EVOS' favor. I mean, after game 1, I think they definitely have turned this around to kind of show a much better showing.
Lexing again.
He's going to go in this time with the rest of the team. Evil X, he's gone for the big engage. Wild Charge is going to come from the backside, but oh dear, Bambi wants to commit to this as well. Shadowblade Slaughter is able to pick up the Granger. Rest of the team is dying one by one as Soul goes uncontested with the Jacundo as well as Potato. He's not going to be stopping, loses his life in the process, but I think this is going to be it.
Yeah, this is definitely here great stuff coming from EVOS Esports. Very convincing stomp as well. Like, it feels like they had the right idea on who to get in control with as well and carry. You can see Axis Esports was just constantly being afraid and wary of this carry getting those kills on Bounty Hunter, and they just did not overcommit themselves. But the biggest question here is that which other tank can deal with a Grok? Like, in terms of aggression and space and also the terms of mobility here, like, to put Grok on the same tier would definitely be Terisla, but other than that, Xbox works great, but it's not exactly a tank.
I think it comes down to very situational moments where it's like, oh, Kufra technically should fit in that position, but he really doesn't. He doesn't have that base damage to kind of come.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Especially against Grok, his passive. Like, again, it's supposed to be that allows him to really duel with people. Doesn't do as much as it used to.
Yeah, they nerfed Kufra just a little bit too much in terms of damage output as well, HP as well. Like, if Kufra was like just launch kind of base, it's just amazing. It's a disgustingly, ridiculously OP hero, which no other teams picked until the grand finals. But the game progressed here once again. Let's take a look at game 2's highlights here, which is powered by Blackshot themselves. And this game, in the starting phase here, we see he was struggling a little bit here. The first couple of engagements went really well from the side of Axis Esports, but EVOS Esports, they countered it, whereas they actually baited out Axis Esports' play to a certain degree, but still got punished because Odir Bambi made a couple of mistakes by missing a dagger. But the game progressed, they were salvaged a bit here. Ace was just super fantastic, picking off Laxin, and that just denied all Laxin's gameplay just like that, which is very, very unfortunate. But yeah, this play from Low was just sick, was just beautifully done. Dodged Odir Bambi, made a little small comeback, but it wasn't enough because Potato, but slowly but surely, was getting those economy wins here. They picked up Potato, but the rest of the teams is just too strong. They ignored Soul, they ignored Potato, they ignored Odir Bambi. Like, Axis Esports was just playing a team fight game Whereas EVOS was focusing on split pushing all the way through.
Yeah, and I think that definitely kind of it allowed them to kind of out-rotate them in a lot of these situations and kind of turn the table sometimes, especially when it came down to the mid lane. Yeah, I think that's where it sort of got difficult for Axis Esports because again, you want Lasset to be, you know, he goes in, deals enough damage, makes it out, and the rest of the team kind of follows up. It became a struggle because every time he would go in, the rest of the team either is too far behind or is slowed down too much. I think Scott definitely had a much better performance in game 1. Yeah. I don't want to discredit Lasset for now because I do think he is a good player. We're just going to have to see for game 3.
But that's the thing, you know, this game is the first time that Axis Esports lost one match in a row, and so I'm looking forward to see how it goes here. But as of now, we are going to be taking a short break before. Sorry, there's no break. We're going to go into game 3 straight. Oh, to keep up the suspense.
All right. It looks like, you know, our producers like, no, we need to see the next game, and we're going to be giving it to you guys as soon as it go into the pick and advance. But that gives us a little bit more time to kind of talk about some stuff.
But, okay, speaking of talking about stuff here, do you think they should just first face ban the Gronk? Like, I feel like both these teams have been struggling to deal with the Gronk's aggression.
I mean, considering the past weeks, we've seen them go up against the Gronk, and yes, they can actually deal with the Gronk pretty well. I think for now, what they have to really prioritize is, you know, with their team composition, what are our win conditions, and how do we execute it a lot better? Because it feels like, especially for Axis Esports, this composition, it didn't feel like they practiced this, you know, 600 times.
They definitely practiced the Cloud though. Like the Cloud support Emblem was just fantastic here, making sure the team buys enough teams.
I still think that was like, you know, he forgot to, you know,
No, I'm pretty sure it's legit because Cloud has taken a significant nerf in the marksman department. Just because if you go for Bounty per Hunter, Cloud doesn't get any kills pre 8 levels, at least 8 levels before it actually gets double kill.
Flash, you know, that does, you know, a much, but you don't get as much gold, but you know, you want to get out of situations, you want to kite, you want to be able to chase people down. I think that's just the better go-to in comparison to Avarice out of everything else.
Avarice is good. Like, Avarice gives you money, and Support Emblem gives you that penetration where most of the marksmen go to assassin just for those penetration. So I still think, like, it works. Just for the call.
Let's go into draft pick and we can discuss a little bit more of that. I think we definitely have 2 different opinions on this. Hopefully they pull it out one more time just to see whether it, you know, kind of test the waters a little bit more. Rather than their feet, I need to see someone dive into that pool.
Speaking of which, your first phase banning of the Esmeralda from the side of EVOS Esports, and I'm surprised they actually banned it off here, considering that they were doing so well against Rin's Esmeralda, because Rin's Esmeralda didn't popped off, and they actually made a couple of mistakes from Rin as well, like the Falling Star Moon didn't exactly land onto anyone for even the bottom points here, which is quite surprising for me.
I think it was just, you know, difficult. Their conditions were